Hi, welcome back. I realized that in the last lecture, recording the animation of the production logo might have gone by you a little fast. So I'm glad that we're actually going to do a very similar animation, but with the course logo. This is going to take the Udemy, Camtasia, and PowerPoint elements of the course logo for this course and have them come in. Now I've already gone into the GIMP, the editor that I use to create my course logo, and I have broken it up into separate graphic files for each graphic element that I want to deal with. For instance, let me show you how I'm going to do this using these 4 graphic elements. I'm going to first create a new blank slide. Now you've seen me do this before, and I'm even going to get rid of the stuff that's here by selecting it and hitting delete so that I truly have a blank slide. And of course, I'll select the outside of the box, delete it. I'm going to go into design and page setup on the far left of the design submenu, and I will set the slide size for and 16 by 9 so we get that nice widescreen slide size. Now, this time, instead of setting the background to a solid gray color, we're going to set it to a image, and it's the background image for my course logo. So I can go ahead and I can say format the background, okay, picture or texture fill, and then pick the file that I would like to use to fill this thing. The file is under Documents, Camtasia Studio, Udemy Camtasia, logo, and here they are. And here's the background. Shoo! That took some work to get to. The first time you have to get to it, the next time it shows you that directory. So we'll just say close, we'll apply it to here. So here's kind of the big and the comma and the U and the Camtasia symbol, and there's a PowerPoint symbol way in the background you can just barely see. On top of that, we're going to bring the other elements, and we're going to do that by inserting pictures. So let's go ahead and we'll bring in the Udemy, which is going to be up on top. And it looks like it's a little large for my purposes. We will insert the picture for Camtasia. It's going to be about there, and that's a little large. And then I will go to Insert menu again, Picture under Images, and we will bring in the PowerPoint graphic, which will be going at the bottom. Now each of these need to be resized, and that's really easy to do in PowerPoint. You just grab the corner here to get a proportional resize and drag the thing down to the size you would like it to be. Well, let's move that back into position. That seems to be centered. And we'll do the same with Camtasia. Drag it down to something more reasonable. There we go. And finally, PowerPoint. Let's bring that down just a little more. There we go. And we'll bring it into the center. Now, when it comes to animating this, I realized too that I need to insert a text box. I didn't bother saving my name, so by Brian Jackson will just be a text box here in PowerPoint. And is fine. Let's bring it up in size to maybe something like 36. There we go. Okay. Now, I'd tweak everything upwards just a tad so that we can get enough room for my name at the bottom and things don't look too crowded. This is the type of tweaking that usually gets edited out of these presentations. And I think it ought to be in here to show you how much work there is in really getting things to align and look good. There we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add animations to each of these elements. And the way we'll do that is I'll pick the first one, Udemy, and I'll say slideshow. Whoop. Animations, I'm sorry. We aren't ready for the slideshow yet. And what I want to do is I want it to fly in like that. But I'd like it to fly in from the left to the right. So over here on the effect options for fly in, I can pull those down and I can say from the left. There we go. So we'll have Udemy fly in from the left. Camtasia will fly in from the right. PowerPoint will fly in from the left. We got that fly in. Okay, from the left. There we go. And Brian Jackson will fly in from the bottom, just like that. Now the problem is they're going to do this one at a time. If I play this, we're going to see them come like that, which is not actually a bad way to do this. But I was kind of thinking that they would do this all at once, that might be more dramatic. So let's take and make it, oh yes, to show this little window pane over here, if you're not seeing it now, make sure the Animations menu tab is clicked, and here you'll see Animation Pane. Okay, click that so that this animation pane shows. This will allow you to replay all your animations to see what they're going to look like. Now, I don't want them to come one at a time. So the first one says that it starts on click. You can see you can select them by just clicking on them, and it changes what it's describing. So picture 3 here, which is the first animation, begins on click, and its duration is 50 seconds. Or not 50 seconds, half a second. That's really quick. Okay. And the same for 4, except we're going to have it with previous, so that it happens at the same time as the previous thing. And so does this, and so does this, so that when we play it, everything happens at once. That's interesting, except PowerPoint is coming on from the wrong side. There we go. More like it. Except I'd like this to be a little longer. So I go to each one of these and I change the duration. Let's go up to a second or 1 second. I just type 1, press return. Go here, double click to select the whole thing, triple click, press 1, go here, press 1, enter, here to duration, 1, enter, and there. Now it's going to take a more time. It's going to take a second for this operation to occur. You can see it happens a little slower. Now the next step would be to record this opening in Camtasia. Now once again, we would have no sound during this because I'm going to talk over it, which is going to be an interesting thing, as opposed to the production logo we previously did in the previous lecture, which is going to be silent. This I'm going to talk over at the beginning of each new lecture.